Okay, so officially welcome everyone to the closing ceremony. And we will kind of have like a half hour or a bit longer with some things that we want to share with you. And also at the beginning, we are going to invite our friend Yayo and Sebas to give us like some blessings, like we are super grateful for this time. And as we started the conference with like asking for blessings, we have to close as every ceremony. Like when we started it for this conference, we also need to close it. So Yayo and Sebastian are going to take us through that. And so we are really, really, really happy for all of you. And we are really, really grateful for what has happened on these days. I think we all have met new people. We all have started new relationships, connections, not only with others, but within ourselves. And like someone said that like we can get to know about ourselves, getting to know the world. So walking the world and getting to know people, getting to know more trees, getting to know more birds, feeling the air. Like we have a lot to explore in the world. So we are really, really happy for you to come to this adventure with us on this time. This like 4 days that we've been together, and it's been beautiful. I had today like something that I felt in my body that on these days I haven't been eating well, haven't been doing exercising, haven't been running, and now my body is calling me to rest, like to drink water, to just remember composting. Like we've been doing so much together. We need to compost also everything that came to us. So remember that, remember to take care of yourselves, to drink water, and to just have some time to compost. You know how you can do this within you. I hope you can find your own ways. And thank you for that. So also something that I like to remind us and just to have a deep breath is that with our friends in Ukraine, what is happening also, and it is also something that I want to put into the space, because as Erin said, we will have problems, we will have things there. So let's just address that also in our communities, wherever we are. It is complicated, it's not nice, right, to talk about that, but it's something that it's there. So I want to put it also on the table and to have a deep breath. Just to invite peace energy and to send peace energy. That's what we can do. And if we can do more, please do. Thank you. Thank you for that. So I'll pass the word to my friend Sebastian. He is like a brother from another mother. He is in the south of Ecuador. He's bringing some air for us with the wind in the south, with the mountains of the Andes in the south. So please, Sebastian.
Yeah, thanks for all the people that get here in this space. I want to give thanks also to this moment, to this place, Vilcabamba, south of Ecuador. Here is known for the people that live 120 years, 115 years old. They have the power of longevity here in this territory. So I am living here with my family, 11 years already. I born here in Ecuador. Thanks, Andrea, for inviting me to this nice place, nice space where people are reimagining education and relationships. And I want to show you punctually how I feel, how I vision this. And I want to show you these kind of instruments that I make I never study, and you know, I am trying to discover inside me. And my two kids, one of 9 years old and one of 6, they are looking me and they are helping me to do these instruments. And I am selling these instruments in the organic market Saturdays only. And this is one way that we are supporting our family. So this is the way I reimagine this kind of education, this kind of convivence with nature, with the nature materials. So thanks for listening and sharing. And it's a pleasure also to open the place and then Yayo, to open Yayo energy then. Whew. So woohoo! Thanks for all. Yayo, Andrea, all the people, brothers and sisters. Peace for all.
Ajo, Ometeotl, gracias hermanito. Me toca y me abraza tu corazón. Te quiero. Well, sorry. Now I'm gonna switch to English. I was thanking my brother and deep brother that again, it's one of the blessings that this pandemic Zoom environment bring to me, and I can't wait the time that we could hug each other. So thank you for that opening and for that grounding music, Sebas hermano, because I keep asking myself, like, being so much holy people in this network, why they keep choosing the pattern slot to do the rituals, but here I am in service of all of us, and we open for ages ago or 4 days ago. It depends the lenses you're using to measure time these days. Asking forgiveness for the mistakes we could make during this gathering, during this reunion together, and asking permission to energies and forces in the whole sphere of what I could perceive as life and the universe, the whole, the God, the sacred, the mystery. And everything that is open need a proper close. So, and as I confess in the opening, I'm Menguo of no religion, but a lot of faith. So I come up with rituals, and I'm going to share one that is also very important for me, that is rebirth meditation, right? They ask us when we're meditating to stay still, to not pay attention to the thoughts that come into our mind, to try to be neutral and connect. So what I want you all to invite you all to do right now is to go the other way around, but maybe we will also not pay too much attention with our rational mind to the the memories that came or the thoughts that come, but we're going to try to pay attention to what is make us feel. So as you remember and go through in the movie of the last 4 days, and maybe you could stay located when something pops an emotion in you, then just feel it and let it flow. Don't try to understand it. And I promise that at some point in your life, it will make sense here in your logical, rational mind. But for now, just pay attention to the feelings and let it flow. If you can and feel comfortable, keep your camera open and your eyes open, and let those feelings flow in your body. Feel them fully engaging in you. And that is the offering we're gonna do in gratitude for to the energies that accompany us, the beings that we see and do not see, if in each of our territories that were present during these 4-day conferences. We're offering our feelings and our hearts. That is a song that I'm sure some Abya-Yalans here will know, is that's what we could offer. Lo único que tengo es mi corazón. So that's what we're offering. I'm gonna share some music for that. I'm gonna be generous because I'm sorry if I'm not giving enough time for the festival at the end, but we're gonna do a couple of minutes with these. And as this is flowing, this reverse meditation, and you let flow your emotions to express in your body, I will light some incense from the sacred plant Sister Sage, because we believe, me and all my selves believe, that smoke helps us to take our prayers to the unknown, to the divine, to God and Goddess. So here it is, para que nuestros rezos y nuestra gratitud llegue a donde tenga que llegar. Prometer amor.
Sambhojene, Sambhajene, Saldajane, Khaldajane, Bhaksajane, Sombhajana, Sangajane, Songnojane, Sambhojene, Somnojane, Sambhajane, Sambhojane, 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 Saldajmana, Saldajane, Sambhojane, Sambhojane,
Sagrado hermano Hugo, y tu hermano, te pedimos que lleves nuestros rezos, que tengan que llevar. sirvan como ofrenda de gratitud por todo el cariño, por toda la sabiduría, por todas las emociones recibidas. Que la conexión y el tejido de los nudos que somos de este mundo, donde todos somos uno porque somos diferentes, late tan fuerte que podamos sentir nuestros corazones en cada territorio y latino. El amor y los recursos y la sabiduría y el corazón y la medicina de todas y todos y todes esté disponible para cada una, para cada uno, para cada uno. Los 8 rumbos del universo que nos cobijaron, nos contuvieron con amor, paciencia y sabiduría. Les damos las gracias. Vayan mis lágrimas, mis abrazos de corazón en ofrenda. Inmoyo la mano, bajo, momenteo.
Ahoy, Yayo.
Gracias. Thank you for your heart, your presence, and your whole beings here. All are welcome in my heart. And I apologize if I offend anyone during these days. And I carry you with love.
Thank you, Yayo. Thank you, thank you. The vibrations are building. Remember this. We can take this. It is in us already. Eileen?
I am going to share a poem that was written for a dear friend, Ngari, who is a beloved Maori leader who recently passed on. He was a part of the Ecoversities community and many other communities, and his love and his intuitive wisdom and deep knowledge has affected many. And here's a poem. E te rangatira, weaver of people, of place, of the spirit. Te wairua, you stand at the banks of the Wanganui, that sacred river your grandmother watched unfurl. Te awa tupua, the eddies and whirls, spirals, spooling and dispersing. The ko-wai-wai patterns of the rafters of the house, the conversation weaving up and along those rafters, past those eddies, carved on the ancestors holding up the house. The stories, the worlds tapped upon your face. E mata ora. Always the unceasing flow. At the Ponamu, green waters of the Otaki, you guided the students, all of us, and we made small vessels from leaves, tiny coracles of memory to hold both the spirit of loved ones and in placing them in the current to let them go. They needed a tiny push. They faltered. But when they were born into the larger flow, we watched their passage for a long time. At the edge of the river that has been granted a voice, you knew had never been silenced. You asked why every river couldn't be heard by those too scared to listen again. E and Ga, the manifold, the surging spring of your wisdom. Mataru Ranga, it filled so many hearts, just as your laugh did. Remembering you, we are still full, for you tapped into the infinite. Now, standing by the imagined rivers, uttering the names of the lost rivers, gazing at a stream, watching the small leaves afloat, each one so finely etched with life. Our tears fall into a still stretch of water, tiny droplets rippling outwards to pulse alongside the promise of our waking hearts. Mo Maura, Etarangatira. Rest well now, great weaver of people, heart leader and carrier of ancient wisdom. Much love, honor, and respect. And this poem was by Charles Dawson. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Eileen. That was, we wanted to offer also, like, we feel like his spirit is so strong in us. We got, like, we met him in Michoacan in Mexico 2 years ago. And Nanga is holding us, I think, from the spiritual world. So it's, for us, it is part of to acknowledge him here also in the space. And yeah, we wanted to share that with you. And that's like the ceremonial part that we wanted to bring into the space, to remember also this is something that we learned so much from indigenous communities, that ceremonies needs to start and then close, and then see what we do with what we have. So this was our gift for you at this part. And thank you all for being here. Thank you all for feeling it, for allowing the vibrations to get into you. And yeah, that was that first part. Now, Dan.
Thank you, Sebastian, Yayo, Andrea, for the beautiful ceremonial ending. Now we're going to get into a carnivalesque ending. Woo, 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 where we'll have music and dancing and gratitude and reflection and connection. We've used our minds a lot in our words, so now we're going to close this conference connecting more through the body, expressing ourselves more through our creativity, letting our innate wisdom flow. And to get us started, we're going to invite the Dairavi Dream Project. And Dali, I'm not sure, would you like to introduce the group? I'll put a link in the chat as well for folks that want to learn more about the group after the performance. But Dali, I'll offer the floor to you, and if you'd like to introduce the group, that would be wonderful. I'm not sure if Dali is hearing this, but if not, then we'll just invite the group to come on and introduce themselves. And yeah, we'll get started with the music.
Hello everyone. I'm a Mafia Music. I live in India. I'm represented by TDP, the Dairavi Dream Project. Okay, I'm playing for my rap songs. I'm audible? Yeah. इंसान भी इंसान के भी लगे ना लायक, इंसान भी इंसान के भी लगे ना लायक, पढ़ लिख के इंसान ही तो लगे ना लायक, पढ़ लिख के इंसान भी तो लगे ना लायक, इंसान भी इंसान के भी लगे ना लायक, इंसान भी इंसान के भी लगे ना लायक, इंसान भी ही पढ़ लिख के लगे ना लायक, इंसान भी पढ़ लिख के या हाँ, नन्हे चेहरे ने भी जहर का वो बीज देखा, समंदरी बात को ही तो मैं भी घीस देखा, देखा भी तारे को भी पार ही तो प्लीज देखा, उसने भी देखा वो समंदर ही तो बीज देखा। हाँ, गलती होगी ये भी माँ बाप की, या तो गलती मेरी गलती होगी आपकी, बरकती है जो भी देता लेता वापसी, वो वक्त पे लेता वापसी, हाँ वक्त पे लेता वापसी। शौक है चलाना देखो मुझे है मोटर गाड़ी, पूरे ही तो शहर में भी फैला है धुआं, प्यासे को लगी है प्यास देखो, सूखा पड़ा कुआं सांस लेने में इंसान इंसान के ना लायक है, इंसान भी इंसान के ना लायक, इंसान भी इंसान के भी लगे ना लायक, पढ़ लिख के इंसान भी तो लगे ना लायक, इंसान भी इंसान के भी लगे ना लायक, इंसान भी इंसान के भी लगे ना लायक, इंसान भी ही पढ़ लिख के लगे ना लायक, इंसान भी है यो। हाँ सबको ही नमो नमस्ते, कंधे पे ही बसते ज्ञान की अभिलाषा, तो निराशा न समझते हैं तो देखो ये भी शिक्षा का मोल, शिक्षा नाम पे ही जीवन में है इनके भी झोल, की किताबें ही तो दुनिया में खाली रखा है जोल, आवाज ही आजाद की आजाद है आवाज, तभी रहा देखो मैं भी हक से भी बोल, तभी रहा देखो तो हक से भी बोल, कंधे पे ही भारी बसते। हाँ बोल।
Please mute yourself if noise is coming through.
Over to you, Krishna.
That was awesome.
It was amazing. Thank you. I'm not sure what the audio, what was going on there. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Krishna Makwana. I'm from India, and I represent the Dharavi Dream Project. I'm an Indian rap artist and also an Indian classical singer. Let's talk about today's educational scene, where only child's mere knowledge of theory is seen, as every person is born with different colors to shine. Why do we even ask people to be evergreen? And I'm seen all we're taught is in the perspective of earning, when actually we should be focused on building up and learning through knowledge. A right learning and technology I'm preferring. So why should someone lack opportunities when they're deserving? दिल में संगीत हो तो ज्ञान का वही रास्ता है, चाहत किसी चीज की तो ध्यान भी वही चाहता है, और चाहत के जरिए हम बातें समझाए, सच्चाई बताए, रास्ता दिखाए, यही तो से इरादा है. Let's not forget we are made with different abilities and all the perspective of our business and entities. So why to same all the same old process when we can walk in better ways and revolutions we might see? Look around, there's a lot to discover. Look around, look at one and another. Look how many different flavors we are made of, and how can we wrap them all in the same old cover? संगीत संगी साथी ज़्यादा knowledge, hip hop बताइए जाती, music a friend like, make people realize knowledge better than college education. संगीत संगी साथी ज़्यादा knowledge, hip hop बताइए जाती, music a friend life, make people realize knowledge better than college education. Redefine. Thank you so much. Over to you, Sajal.
So I'm an artist from India. My name is Kashro, and I'm representing the Dream Dharavi project. And here I'm presenting my song. I'm playing the beat. Just wait. Okay. Let's go.
Bro, beat नहीं आ रही.
We're gonna flying with the culture. To listen to this word is vulgar. बातें वही की सारी education लाजमी है. Move out everyone from this burden. Brain power use within syllabus, free labels, fight. सब कुछ है करने को पर एक्सप्रेस कहाँ खुद को भाई ट्राई का पहाड़ बना के पेश करे पर खुद तो उसको तो बाहर निकलेगा उससे चूहा भाई why you can't understand not everyone is diplomatic some people sympathetic and some know how to manage पर आते हैं लोग जो pressure देते हैं to engage with the study समझ पड़ी don't be foolish for this cult don't make difference between your child and another one give them references for their overcome your knowledge is important but acknowledge for experience और रही कॉलेज की बात तो करना वही जो convenient big culture don't listen to this world is vulgar बातें वही की साली education allows me move out everyone from this gutter you wanna fit with the culture don't listen to this world बातें वही की साली education allows me everyone from this gutter we gonna flying with the culture.
So this was a small performance of our talents from the Dharavi Dream Project. The Dharavi Dream Project is a learning center where hip-hop knowledge is spread in the ghettos. This is their first time performing in front of people. They've always been behind the scenes. So heartfelt gratitude to this platform, to each one of y'all for accepting us, giving us this space. These three talents are 16, 17, and 19 years old. This is their first debut, so I am personally very excited. The song is all about how school education is molding them into a herd community and not allowing them to think out of the box. So this track that they have written themselves, and just want to give the message that how hip hop, how music is empowering each one of them and each one of us, because music is a universal language and they are on the path of becoming better human beings, better individuals through real knowledge, which is learning by doing. So this is the message that we collectively wanted to give through hip hop. So thank you so much.
Whoop, whoop.
Thank you so much, Dolly. Thank you so much for that music.
Super inspiring. Amazing. Thank you.
So beautiful.
Keep making.
I just wanted to bring in this one share in the chat from Kim. Music is a blessing. When I was a teenager, I'm 50 now, we would talk about how we would make hip hop so strong and potent that would change the whole world. We said everyone will sing our song, everyone will sing this Black girl song, and now 35 years later, this glory rises in India. I love you, my babies.
Awesome. Thank you. Hey, my grandmother is here, right?
Hola! Hello.
Oh.
Hello.
Okay. So now, Sierra?
Yeah, now we're gonna move into a little space of gratitudes. Not that we haven't been in a space of gratitudes this whole time, but just really to take a moment to really sit with the abundance that we've just experienced over the last 4 days. All you beautiful people. I will have a little list here of folks that I would like to shout out. So after I share, I welcome you to unmute, make noise, share reactions, whatever feels natural for you. I first want to shout out all of the people who registered for this conference, everyone who put their trust in this collective experiment. We had over 800 people register. And yeah, people from all over the world, people who contribute in so many different ways. We have on the website, you probably saw like a contributor section with everyone who hosted and facilitated and spoke in different sessions, but really every participant, everyone who joined was a contributor. So I really wanted to shout out everyone for being here and being present with us in any way that you could be. Next, I want to shout out the contributors that were that held space during the sessions. We had people from 6 years old to 80 years old speak and facilitate workshops and share their wisdom with us in so many different ways. Artists, musicians, educators, all of the different categories of beautiful creators and reimaginers we had with us, and we just really wanted to shout out all of them. So I'm going to share my screen really quick just to get a little visual. You've probably all seen this, but like, wow, look at these colors. All these folks we had with us.
Amazing.
I'm on this call. Some
Beautiful, beautiful.
But we just want to hold them all, send them all lots of love.
Woo.
And yeah, thanks for your voices. Next up, I want to shout out our partner organizations. So I'm going to scroll down here. Of course, we have Ecoversities Alliance has been such an incredible background support, all of the hard work that everybody has been putting into and love that's been put into forming this incredible weave mycelial ecosystem of heartbeats and projects and initiatives all over the world. Learners and communities are reclaiming diverse knowledges, relationships, and imaginations to design new approaches to education. So thank you to everyone from the Ecoversities Alliance for being with us and supporting us every step of the way. Shout out to Youth Rights Day. It's a day that's created to raise awareness of youth rights and unite people behind youth-led efforts to have youth included as full democratic citizens in decisions that affect them. Think of it as Earth Day or Fridays for Future. So it's ours to claim that day. I believe it's November 20th. The Emergence Network, a constellation of humans and non-humans working together translocally to curate projects, rituals, conversations, and events that nurture senses of the otherwise via practices that trouble the traditional boundaries of agency and possibility. So shout out to the Emergence Network. Learning Societies Network. The Learning Societies Network brings together all kinds of people who are co-creating diverse learning communities, sustainable learning spaces, creative unlearning processes, decolonization tools, etc., for new models of happiness, well-being, localization, and Swaraj. They're exploring how to shift from a schooling society to a learning society. The Alliance for Self-Directed Education. a nonprofit organization dedicated to normalizing and legitimizing self-directed education to make it available to everyone who seeks it. And the Awakening Cooperative Lab it's a grassroots think and do tank founded in Taiwan, which takes a critical and systems conscious approach to research, education, and social design with the aim to sow seeds for convivial, regenerative, and healthy societies. And yes connects, inspires, and collaborates with change makers to build thriving, just, and regenerative ways of life for all. So thank you all for doing everything that you are doing and for really supporting us in this initiative and this project. Without these relationships, really, we couldn't do this. We couldn't be here. We wouldn't be here. And all of these other supporting organizations, there's just so many incredible things that are happening. And yeah, I just am so filled with gratitude and with a sense of abundance. Next, I want to shout out our volunteer contributors. So these are people who registered and chose to contribute in some additional way. We have our harvest team. If you're on the harvest team, wave your hand. These are folks that were kind of keeping an eye out for quotes and kind of documenting through art to share back that will create a library of different things that we'll be able to share on social media and on our website and just continue giving life to these conversations and these words and these vibrations. Shout out to the video team, everybody who volunteered to edit the recordings. It's a huge job. I'm so glad, so grateful for everyone who stepped up to that. And there are already like 6 or so videos that have been uploaded onto YouTube. Behind the scenes here, I'll share the link. So thank you so much, everyone who has been working hard doing that. So we can also share these far and wide. Here is the link to that. So much abundance. We also have, I just really finally want to thank our core organizing team and our hosts, our hospitality team, all of you for just working so hard, getting up at crazy hours of the morning, going for days without, like Andrea said, enough exercise and potentially without enough water. Just thank you all for all your troubleshooting on the fly. And yeah, I'm just so blown away by how so many people came together and coordinated and made this all work and happen. So thank you all. And team.
Equipazo!
And lastly, but not least, everybody all the moms, grandmas, all the people who brought us smoothies or food while we were on Zoom, all the dogs that played with us, eated it, all of the cats that were around, the trees that we got to climb when we needed that, the toddlers in the space, the young people, the babies, everybody and every being, human and non-human, who energetically held us through this experience. And with that, I will pass it to Andrea for a final, for just a chance for us to kind of also share back, to feed forward some learnings and some reflections. We'll do this really quickly now together, and then also we'll send out a form, a survey, a form. I'll just share in the chat and we'll send it out later. If you want to take time to kind of give some more feedback on any challenges you had or any additional gratitudes that you want to share in writing. So we'll have that option too. Andrea?
So I'm going to send you this. This one is right. Jamboard, yes. Yes, okay. Wait a second, I have here. So we want, as you know, we are here for the long run and we have many, many years to come. So please help us in a way. And we want feed forward from you. You have the link there. You know, if you don't know how to use Jamboard, you just take a sticky note and you can put it here. Like, hey, what did you appreciate about Reimagine Education Conference? What can we say? Like, I did all of you. I'm going to put this just as an example. So we have three things that we want from you now. What did you appreciate about the Reimagining Education Conference? It's one. The other one is, what ideas do you have for the next Reimagining Education Conference? And the last one is, what challenge did you have during the Reimagining Education Conference? We also want what was wrong. What can you say that you didn't like it that much? So please put it here. And sorry, we have here also harvesting if you want to see. So please start on page 2 to add. Add that. We'll have like 5 minutes. I'm going to put a song and then we come back to this space. Okay. 5 or how long?
And what is the link to the Jamboard? Sorry.
It is already in the chat.
I'll post it again. It'll be the last one there.
I'll put it on.
And if you click the right arrow at the top of the screen, that'll take you to another page with ideas for next time. And then if you click one more time, it'll take you to another page where you can put any challenges or things that you didn't like.
So we give it like 3 minutes, Sierra, is that okay? 3 or 5?
I think 5 minutes.
Okay. Wait, I'm going to stop sharing for a minute just to put audio. Also, wait. Wait, again, sorry.